Are you on like 0.5?
No, it won't do it. It won't switch to 0.5.
It looks pretty wide angle.
Is it worth it? Oh yeah, it's worth it.
Is it worth it?
If you're strong enough. Is it worth it? Oh yeah, it's worth it.
Oh, hey, let's see.
Is it worth it?
Well, it's Dave Freiberger.
Saying,
You know Dave Freiberger?
I know. Is it worth it?
It was his, it's Tommy Lee Jones, and the heading was Fall and Winter in Arizona, the summer. Is it worth it? He's walking away. He's walking away. Oh, there's Paige. She's older. Paige Sporadic.
Okay.
She's the golf influencer.
Okay.
She has more followers than Tiger
I can see why.
or
Yeah.
other people.
She's got huge talent.
She's real interesting. But she's very smart too. I mean, she's
Yeah.
I'm sure, but she's
Tiger's
also got
also-
huge talent.
yeah.
What?
Tiger's also hella old. It's
Yeah.
not Tiger 20 years
He's
ago.
injured.
But I mean, but still, but people on Instagram, he's still, yeah, he still
Oh,
has
hey.
I know how Instagram works.
Uh-oh.
billions of followers.
What?
Eli.
Eli, how are you,
Robbed
Eli?
the 10 bones.
Oh,
What? Already?
Oh my gosh.
Wait. Okay.
Well, look at, here we go, guys.
YouTube
we thought we were gonna use the rabbit hole drink first, but it's also the sticker shot,
Shot.
$5 and up stickers, and we have to take
A shot.
a shot. And
Well, I'll take the first
no,
one.
here, you want me to open it? You hear it crack? So
That wasn't my knuckles.
So, Brian and I will alternate shots because
You two are the
If-
professional alcoholics. Well, no, we don't.
we're the only ones that have to drive.
we don't have to drive
home.
home.
Send it home.
That's some crappy vodka.
Yeah, it is.
We're doing tequila next time.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Thank you, Eli.
Oh man.
We knew we could rely on you. Hey, he had a question, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
The
questions
ain't good.
It's not gonna happen now.
You just take a shot.
Now's the time for me to answer. Not later.
Yes, exactly.
All right. What was the car?
It was a. Told you to get
Was it a Honda
Tito's.
Fit?
It's not gonna matter after the first one, Laura. Yes, it was the Honda Fit.
Okay, you had a Honda Fit, but it was a second-gen Fit, I believe.
Yes.
And you had a bunch of parts. And you were wondering if it would work as a K-swap. So I believe you had a Rye-Wire standalone.
Eli, I'm trying to get your question answered.
Yeah. You need to slow down there, buddy. Cool your jets. There you go, dude. Anyway, so, and you wanted to do a K24A2. So here's the problem with that. The electronics for the Fit are much more compatible with the K24Z.
Well, it's the K24A8 with the
A8, that's right. Which-
or K20A2 head.
Right, okay, so doesn't matter. Any of the K24As or the K20A or Z, those are much more compatible with the older style cars. So you basically, to do that swap, there are mounts available, but you're gonna have to run it like as though it were a, how you doing? I heard you.
Woof.
Yeah. You're gonna have to do it as though it was a standalone, like a race car type stuff. So I believe that Rye-Wire relay box and stuff that you have is good for that. So basically you hook up a couple powers to it and that runs your electrical system. Now you're not gonna have any CAN communication back to the car. You're not gonna have the dash work properly. You can feed a speed signal through like a Dakota digital speedometer interface in order to get the speed right. You can probably feed the TAC, your TAC signal. It's an NEP engine speed pulse, and get that to work. And of course your fuel tank should still work, but the water temp's probably not going to work. So you're going to lose all that communication. So again, for a second generation Fit, the proper ECU and engine is a K24Z, you know, like from 08 up Accord, or the, I said 08 to 13 Accord, 09 to 14 TSX, or the 12 to 15 Civic Si. And that computer uses the same A plug, so it's a lot more compatible. But again, you can do it. It's just, you just got to run it as though it was like a standalone, like it was a Civic or something that had all the harness stripped out of it. That's how you're gonna have to do that. So again, doable, but
Yeah, isn't that what you
that's
had
how
to
it's
do?
done.
Isn't that what you had to do with the, was it? The
2006 Civic.
2006 Civic.
We did a 2006 Civic way back in the day that we did for SEMA, and we basically put a K-Pro in that, and I made an interface that went between the car and the RSX engine harness. It was quite a bit of wiring. Oh, and that was the other thing. You have a drive-by throttle cable, ECU, and your car is drive-by wire. So you're going to have to build, which I did for our 06 Civic, you're going to have to build a contraption onto the pedal to convert it to work with a cable. So you have to do that as well. But again, it's doable. It's just going to be a kind of a pain to do. So, but that answers your question. If you have follow-up questions, just go ahead and write them down. You don't have to pay any more money.
Sounds like you don't want more jet fuel.
Yeah, don't need any more jet. All right, so anybody else got
We
questions?
got Tito's.
Tito's?
Laura, you're right.
Yeah, I should have got Tito's vodka. You got Smirnoff. That stuff is horrible. It tastes like burning.
I'd rather drink Fireball. Good thing I don't drink, so I don't have to participate.
That's right. You have to
Well,
drive.
you have to drive.
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I can sleep
Can
here.
we K-swap the EF that this dude just bought?
The EF we just bought?
No, somebody
He
just
just
bought one.
Oh, he bought it.
Yeah, what? If you pay for the swap and then just get like 15,000 bucks.
For labor.
We don't work on other people's cars, unfortunately, unless they're like.
And no warranty, as
Yeah,
is.
yeah. And you know, it's like,
And no guarantee it'll be finished.
yeah, people. Yeah, it'll take years. So.
What?
No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Thank you.
Yo, Hopco.
He's on
Yeah, he says K-swap all the things.
all the things.
He would know.
Yep.
We can't talk about it yet, but he would know.
He would know. How's everything over there? I got the videos you sent. They're pretty good. By the way, when the other guy drives it for the first time, the first question you need to ask him is, does he want me to proceed with the Golf K-Series swap kit? Ask him.
I think the world just needs that because
Golf
it's
cart with
it's
a
a
kit.
decently good-looking car
It is.
with
Yeah, with just bad,
Just
bad,
trash.
With
bad.
a
trash
low power
powertrain.
engine. Yeah.
When everyone's like, "Oh, I'll put a VR6 in it." Well, VR6 isn't that great either. So
Well, compared to what's in it, it's great, but
yeah,
it's not.
compared to a K series.
Not to compared to a K-Series. So, yeah.
I think Eli had a follow-up just real quick.
Yeah.
What K24/K27 setup would you recommend to make this a more easier setup? And he said I got to donate for the beat building. He said, sorry, I missed what you said.
I mean, so,
Is there a quick rundown?
do you want me to go over the whole thing again?
Uh,
Or what part of it? I mean, the easiest swap in that, or the best
I guess Shay
swap,
what the easiest is. Yeah.
the best swaps for that are
I'm sure
the
we know.
K24Z out of the Accord, it's 190 horsepower. The K24Z out of the TSX, 200 horsepower or 204 horsepower, or the K24Z out of the 2012 Civic Si. That's going to tend to be kind of expensive because there's not a lot of those, and people that own those Civics blow them up and they want those motors. The TSX motor is basically the same, you know, it's equivalent power-wise. The Accord motor, EX motor, is essentially the same engine too, just tuned a little bit more mildly. So I would just go for 2008 to 2012 or 13, I forget what it is, K24Z out of the Accord EX. Get the one out of the EX. That's the higher horsepower one. So, and that's what we have in our fit. Actually, I have I actually have a TSX in it,
Yeah, I think you have we have a
Yeah.
TSX with an Accord transmission
with an Accord transmission.
and an Accord ECU.
Yeah, and by the way, the Accord 5-speed is too big a jump. You fall out of VTEC. which
Even
kinda sucks.
for that,
Yeah, even for that.
because like on Budget EG, it doesn't follow VTEC.
Interestingly, no. And
Is it a weight difference or tire size?
I think it may be a transmission gears difference.
What your Accord transmission is?
Oh, I used the one from the 2008 Accord.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
But I think
I'd never played around with
Yeah.
those.
I mean, the Civic, the EG Civic, well, here's the deal. That car has VTEC come on a lot lower RPM.
Budget
In the
EG,
K24Z, the RPM is much higher for VTEC to come on.
got it.
And
What's
that's
the
why
red-
it falls
is-
out.
What's the red line on that one too?
Oh, 7,000 something.
Okay.
Let's look it up.
Also, the EG is
Whoops.
probably like 450, 500 pounds lighter.
K series. K24. K24Z.
What's up,
Alright.
Team Action Sands? What's up, Vic?
How are you?
He's in Minneapolis right now,
What's he doing there?
Sorry to hear that.
living life.
So Redline's
It's a beautiful
68.
city.
Redline's only 6,800 RPM.
Oh, that's why
That's
I bounced
what
off the rev limiter.
Yeah, that's why it bounced off.
Budget EG is higher than that. I know we said probably a slightly higher rev limiter.
Yeah,
than
we
factory.
said 72, I think.
72 or
Yeah,
74.
72 or 74.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Because the engine does okay at that high. It doesn't, it's not like it's in danger of anything. Let's look at
And it's a Honda motor. It's $300
K24A2.
if you blow it up.
Yeah. K24A2, red line is 7,600 RPM. So, by the way, you could certainly rev that engine higher. The rods are plenty strong. It's just not going to make a whole lot of horsepower above that. I think its peak horsepower is about 6,400 RPM. But with tuning, you probably rev it a little bit higher now. So
Nice.
That way you can stay in VTEC.
that way you can stay in VTEC. But I think the 6-speed's a better option for that.
Oh yeah, I think it would.
What's
Totally.
the VTEC crossover point on those?
VTEC turns on at, I don't remember. VTEC turns
Too
on.
high.
This is higher than 5,200.
Hang on, let's see if it says it. 4,500 RPM
Oh,
is when it turns on.
that's pretty low.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's for the K24A2. Let's look for the Z. $4,200 RPM. But it only redlines at 6,500 RPM.
Yeah, so three quarters.
So,
of the way.
well,
Really,
the first,
transmission
the
gaps
first
are
to
that
second,
big?
well, there is in first to second gear.
Yeah.
As you get higher in the rev range, or sorry, higher at speed, the gap becomes less.
When are you ever gonna use first gear on? It's
Well, I
really-
think it fell out of VTEC in second as well, and
Oh,
then in
okay.
third to fourth it stayed in VTEC. Already?
That's alcohol abuse.
Jeez.
Oh.
Yeah, the reason
Jeez.
I ask is I've been looking at motorcycles
Ah,
that have VTEC.
did that have VTEC?
Yeah, the VFR.
Well, they have super tight ratios.
VFR 800, for
Yeah.
example. Yeah, they put VTEC on them for sale here back in like 2002, I think it was.
Hmm.
But it comes on like at $8,000 or something.
Yeah, but also runs at 14 something
No,
or whatever.
11,000.
Oh, 11,000, is that all?
11,000, yeah.
Wow. Well, still 3,000 RPM,
But it's
and
about,
it's a 6-speed,
yeah, it's a 6-speed.
so probably first or second, after that it's in VTEC the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so, yeah.
I just got a lot of questions.
Oh,
stacking
go
up.
ahead, shoot. Before
Oh,
we
I
go
didn't
down,
have any- I didn't have-
before somebody claims rabbit hole.
I don't think that was because that's very
It wasn't,
specific.
it was,
It
it
was
was
VTEC.
pertinent. Well,
It was about VTEC.
yeah, it almost was with the motorcycle thing.
All right, here's a quick one. Crypto vegan. Hey all, I have an 06 element with a K24A1 and 276,000 miles. What could get me a 500,000, or is it not possible? Driving could get you there for sure.
Yeah,
It's
like if
a
you drive. Let's see. Let me do a quick
You want to be in
math.
there?
So what winds up happening is,
224,000 miles. If you drive that much more, you'll hit 500.
If you change your fluids regularly.
Yeah.
yeah, it changes fluids regularly. If you find that what's gonna happen is it's gonna get looser as you go, so it may start burning a little bit of oil.
Just put
You
some
can,
Nutella in it.
you can actually go up in viscosity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At say 250, 300,000 miles, you can go up to a 030 or a 10 or a 1030
Instead of a zero.
instead of a
or
020, which I
020.
think what is stock.
I think 020 is.
020.
Oh,
So
yeah. So
go
just
like a 1030, and then when it gets a little looser, you can go to a 1040. Yeah. So, or even a 530.
Mileage will go down a little bit, but.
Yeah.
motor
Well,
will-
you lose a little bit of power,
Yeah.
but as the engine loosens up, it may not be that great of a
Yeah.
loss of power.
Hey, that thing's a toaster anyways, so it needs all the horsepower it can get.
What was it?
An
Toaster.
element.
An element. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a toaster.
They didn't shape it to go fast though, so.
No.
Oh yeah, you can do
it's
that.
such a good
And
car.
honestly,
Oh, I love them. I'm happy
yeah,
to-
they're a blast.
Happy
We
to
just
have mine back.
we just picked one up that we had lent to a family member. It's back in the fold.
Oh,
After a dead water pump.
Dead water pump.
Rusted away water pump is
Yeah.
most likely.
oh really?
Yeah. Probably no more impeller.
Yeah, really.
Just
How many
a
miles
fucking
is that
Take it
one?
off and-
That one's gotta be over 300,000 now.
Yeah, probably. I think it's 330. I
And
think,
very
right?
poorly maintained when we got it. It
Yeah.
had a
So
burnt
look-
valve.
Yeah, it had a
those-
burnt valve.
So those are K24
A1s.
A1?
Basically the same series, K24.
No,
Or no.
they're the same as the Accord.
That's right.
They're the same engine as the Accord. I don't know
Oh.
why his was a K24A1. It shouldn't have been. It should have been like an A.
Oh, maybe it's not the original
A8,
engine,
right?
and at that point it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It should be an A3.
A
yeah, I know an A4.
before
No,
K24A4. A2 is the
TSX.
TSX, and A4 is the early element, and the later one's A8, I think.
Oh.
And actually, I have the internet in my pocket here, and it'll tell me.
There you go.
All right. So would it be better, cheaper to swap in a used transmission into a second gen fit, or dive into the original to replace the input shaft bearing?
Input shaft for it.
Those aren't that
Well, it
expensive.
depends on where you can find the transmission. I mean, you can. The place to look is car-part.com. If you're not into pulling them yourself, car-part.com will have all the salvage yards in the U.S. You can look around and see if you can find it for a reasonable price with a warranty. You got to understand though, the warranty is not a guarantee.
Just put it at the front so
thank
people
God.
can see it.
The warranty is not.
Just kidding.
The warranty is not a guarantee that it's good. It's just that if it's not good, they'll give you another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they have it. So
But it's gotta be
sometimes,
cheaper.
like LKQ, I think they have a warranty even for the labor.
What's that bearing though from Honda? It's gotta be.
The bearing's cheap, but taking the transmission out, opening up the case, and putting it back
A
together,
lot of labor.
unless you could do it yourself, it's not cheap.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna do that, you might as well replace.
There's more to
all four
replace
of
in
them,
there.
yeah. Replace 6 bearings.
Then you're gonna be like, well, it's
Yeah.
open anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
But at that point,
And
you're
then you
buying
would
them from
inspect
a-
the synchros, but a set of synchros is gonna be as expensive as a transmission.
that has how many miles driven by what Yahoo?
But typically on a fit, you're not gonna have synchro wear or anything.
Oh, you'd be
Well, it
amazed how many
depends on
people
how
drive
people,
with their hand
how
on the
people
stick.
are like
Really?
driving like jackholes and grinding them up.
Or
so-
even just driving with their hand resting on the gear stick and it ruins the synchro for that gear normally.
Okay.
That's not such a
Never
big
did
problem.
that.
I've driven cars that were like grandma owned and the synchros are garbage.
Yeah, that's more of bad shifting.
Yeah.
So.
But I don't know
But
if I
anyway.
want to go through all the work of
Putting
changing
it-
another used transmission in. If
They have it.
then
Shit.
yeah, versus just building one fresh with at least minimal parts or what it needs.
Except here's the deal. The deal is, it depends on who you are. Me, I'll throw another used one in there.
Yeah.
And I'll buy a warranty, or I'll get one with a warranty if I'm gonna throw it in a car that I'm driving daily. And then I'll go back and get another one. But I'll also buy it from a company that, actually I'd probably pull it myself out of,
And you'd also split it yourself and inspect it though before you put it in like you always do.
there might be a little, it depends on how lazy I am. On a fit, I probably wouldn't pull
You
it.
just take,
Yeah,
you just drop it off at your Honda mechanic and tell them, hey, can you split that at the
I wouldn't.
transmission guy?
yeah.
Well, that's what I've done
Not
with
on
all
a
mine.
fit.
I plucked mine out of the junkyard and dropped it off at him, be like, hey, you wanna look through this? And then we replace the bearings because you should just replace them every time you have the transmission out anyways. Because you
Yeah.
don't wanna have to.
Again,
always
it depends on who
replace
you are. So, what would I do? I'd probably get a used one with a warranty.
Do you know anyone who sells R18 to K24 harnesses?
Probably CJ's and probably CJ's wiring. That's
I
a
haven't
pretty
seen
easy.
him in a while.
That's pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
That's not hard at all.
Yeah, I haven't seen him for a while on here.
Somebody was
Nice
messaging
busy.
me about him recently. They had done a hybrid harness.
Okay.
But anyway, give him a try. Yes.
Random side story, since we're talking about, it's not gonna go that fast.
Okay.
So I went on one of our dealers' websites today, just interested in what they sold. So they're like stock replacement mounts, Hasport mounts, QI charging pads for Kia Rios or something like that. Aftermarket Kia Hyundai parts and drones and brake controllers for Fords. And that was the only categories they had on their website. And they're like a big dealer of ours.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
But they're like, they sell a fair amount of our product. Like I ship a lot to them. Or I,
They probably
They
have
probably have like a store on.
a store, an online store of some sort.
yeah, because their website that actually you can buy from that too just made no sense. I was like, why do you sell these parts? Just like the most random. Oh, and they had brake controllers. Yeah, that was the other thing. I was just like, why?
Brake controllers for trailers?
Yeah, but they're only for like a very few specific trucks. And then they only sold Kia and Hyundai aftermarket parts. And they sold like, I mean, hey, obviously they do good business because
They sell a lot of our
they
stuff.
sell a lot of our stuff, but it was just so random on their website. I was just like, this was not built for anybody to actually come to.
Right. We're almost a rabbit hole.
Oh man.
I was doing my
Is
best.
it Kevin's builds or Kavan's? He said, "Did you see the pics of my
Kevin?
Kevin?" I think it's K24A2 swapped 86 sedan project. Did you see those pictures?
Oh, I thought I saw some
Was
pictures of
Was it
that.
on Instagram? I think it was on Instagram.
Yeah. Wasn't
I
that a
think they
message we
messaged-
got to
yeah, yeah.
share the things? Yeah.
I think so.
I love 84.7 and 88.9 sedans. I think they're pretty cool. I like their boxiness. So that sounds like a great project. We'll check it out again.
84
Tell them how to spell. What's your Instagram?
84 to 7?
I think it's
Here, I'll look at it.
yeah 847. I prefer 4th gen for my boxy Civics.
I know there is one, really clean one. My girlfriend's, where she lives, there's one parked at their house. Only seen it move once, last
There
6
was-
months.
There's a ridiculous clean EF sedan that came by the shop the other day that the guy was looking to sell. He was getting ready to go back to school.
Huh?
And god dang it if Kristen convinced him to keep it and put it in storage until he got out of school. I think the only reason he did that is because he didn't have the money to
You
buy it.
didn't have
that
money
very
to buy it,
second.
yeah.
It was like a, what was it? It was red interior with, I think it was like silver or something like that, but this thing was mint. Bone stock, it looked beautiful.
That's not it.
Yeah. Yeah, the one that
KEVAN.
it's got a different exhaust on it, but a really nice little square little tip on it. Other than that, and wheels, looks like bone stock otherwise. It's
If you go-
blue. It's got this light blue color.
No, if you go,
Don't
yeah,
know.
but you
Just
can
have him
go
send it to
our-
us again and we can,
Just go to our Instagram messages.
so it pops up
Oh, our
first.
message, that's right.
Glenn Wallace says, "Hi guys, Brian. I was talking to you at World Time Attack Challenge about FN2R mounts. Did you get the chance to have a look at them? Cheers, mate."
Yes, I did, and we will be making them. I haven't ordered
How do you
Rob to start on.
How do you get a hold of FN2 mounts?
Somebody sent me some.
DHL.
One.
Oh.
You can buy them over.
Oh, we bought FN2.
That we bought.
And then we took the mounts out, left the rest of the car over there and brought the mounts over.
Yeah, okay.
As long as you take the engine out, you can just ship it over here.
And then ship the car over and then call the kit car.
So the FN2 is the little roundy back guy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Beam axle. Yeah.
It was the one after the EP3.
Yeah.
It's the
like
one
an
that's
eighth gen.
based heavily on a CRZ.
It was the one that was slower than the previous generation, wasn't it?
Well, people hated it more.
But was it like when Top Gear tested it?
Oh well,
it
Top Gear
slower.
Top Gear also loved the EP3 and praised its handling, and the EP3's handling wasn't that great.
No, that's true.
Yes, the one that came after that.
But the
Yeah.
but the
The little hatchback thing.
but the JDM
Looked like a
Type R
spaceship.
was
Yeah.
of course the sedan,
Yeah.
and that's the one everybody really likes because it's got the better engine and better suspension geometry. All right, what's the average price these days for a clean title 1997 Acura Integra GSR with 180,000 miles, original transmission, original engine, aftermarket suspension, and spray wrapped? Oh, how are you gonna get a value for spray
If
wrap.
it's not original color, it's worth a lot less. That's the big thing. Because if you're gonna say it's, and if it's matching, is it matching numbers? It said original,
It says
right?
original engine and transmission.
It's worth a lot less if it's not factory color. They're getting to the point now where
With
those
spray wrap,
cars,
you just peel it off unless it,
But are all the parts underneath the spray wrap?
the right
OEM.
color,
Well,
and
pull them
OEM.
off.
But we're getting to the point now that where people don't wanna buy a car that's not the factory color if they're paying for like GSR prices.
Right.
Because GSRs are what now, like 10 grand in Phoenix for like
Yeah.
a one that's decent, not even great. And spray wrap is just killing your price. Make sure it's a factory color, and it's probably worth it to have it the factory color, because they're getting like any other collector car now.
Yeah, pretty much. As long as it's not green.
Oh god, I already told that story about
with the beige interior.
with the green with tan. Oh my god.
Oh, that's the height of Integra cool.
Something
Forget
like
the Type R.
Yeah.
Well, it's just because the Type R's are so out of reach again that, you know, real OEM GSRs are worth money.
I don't wanna advertise that people can buy shots.
Right, nobody else has done it since Eli
Okay.
anyway. Bunch of cheap asses in here. No, I was kidding.
Oh, I'm just gonna call him Kevin's builds.
Kevin Spill, K-E-V.
He say just sent more.
Okay.
Kevan.
And did he send it to Hasport or did he send it to VTEC Academy?
He's
Your
your
just go to VTEC
Instagram.
Academy.
Oh,
Just go
me?
to- just
No,
go-
I assume
Just go to VTEC Academy.
just go
It's
to
on
VTEC
there.
Academy.
I don't have it on this phone, I have it on that phone.
Okay, here, we're gonna stop the, alright,
We're gonna stop the
Just
live
pull up yours.
feeds.
I'll go look at it here.
Yeah. Carter, more questions?
I'm sure there are, but I need to find it real quick. Somebody was asking about if they thought you could if the L15 like fit motor would fit onto the L15 trans
No.
in a CRZ.
Oh.
Would bolt up to it maybe without the IMA, I assume, in the middle.
Cool.
I don't know.
No, it won't.
Different.
Oh, nice.
The IMA has a different bolt
That's a
pattern.
body.
The trans
Perfect.
that bolts to IMA,
Carter, no, just kidding.
and we lost him.
The IMA is small,
No, so if you took the IMA out, that transmission.
just
doesn't-
bolt them together?
to a regular 4-banger L15. Was it 3-cylinder in this CRZ, right?
No, the L15s, they're 4. The only ones that are 3-cylinder,
But will will an L15 out of a fit bolt up to the L15 manual trans in a CRZ?
I think it will. I've never tried it, but I believe it
Somebody's
will.
asking if that was a possible swap. for
Yeah,
one of those.
I mean, the thing is that you would,
The question is why?
so the IMA can just be taken out and the two pieces pushed back together.
No, I didn't see it.
There's that blue one.
Oh, it just popped up.
I don't know what that blue one is, but Vic just dropped $19.99
$19.99.
for the low price of $19.99. Brian will do a shot.
Let me figure out what the salt shaker is. Hold on. I have no idea. Oh, wait, what?
It's a tequila shot. Just
No,
kidding.
that's it.
All right.
Rage quit. I'm trying to figure out what the salt shaker is. Oh, it was 99
Not
cents.
tasty.
I'm just, yeah.
Tequila next time. I'm telling you.
I'll be like, ooh.
I'm not going to put up with vodka.
Oh, you did 99 cents?
No, that wasn't me. That was whoever it was.
I'll even
It's
bring the
99 cents
almond tequila for you.
No, almond tequila?
Almond tequila.
Oh, nice.
Well, we appreciate it either way, but that does not shop.
Oh, somebody give 99 cents?
That's what I believe the salt shaker is.
It's like $5 up.
But if it's, you know,
Oh, maybe that was just a salt to, if I was drinking tequila, then I'd get salt in my
and
tequila.
we should mention too that every contribution
Oh,
goes
yeah.
towards the beat
The Beat Fund.
fund.
The Honda Beat Fund.
So
Yeah,
we're
we are
gonna-
going to be
we are gonna get a Honda
buying
Beat.
and building a Honda Beat. So
your money is well spent.
their money is not going to waste.
Not only watching these guys take shots and get plastered, but for the beat fund.
Drunk mechanic questions.
Savaria has that series, sorry.
Thank God I got tequila in here to chase it down.
I'm not going to try to pronounce your name, but he's from Brazil.
Okay.
He said, I would like to know if there are any other manual transmissions to use in the L15B7 engine other than the Civic Si Turbo. If you could respond to me in chat so I can translate.
Oh, no.
I wish we had somebody else here.
I can respond.
The
Oh, yeah.
Sport and the EX manual transmission.
So as long as it's another Civic,
Another Civic L15 turbo
what
motor.
about
B7?
1.5 Accord?
The 1.5 Accord will work too.
Okay. And I don't know what else is in Brazil, but I assume those are the only two 1.5 turbos with manuals. So
Yeah.
if there's a manual like CRV there.
I don't know if they might have.
If you have a manual CRV,
Anything that is 1.5, there's an
1.5
L15
turbo. yeah,
manual trans will bolt to another 1.5 turbo.
that's
trans.
correct. Yes,
Okay.
that's correct.
Let's see. Hey guys, I have a 99 EK coupe trying to put a K20A with a Accord 5-speed. Can it be done? Of course that can be done. Oh, geez, whiz.
Yes, it could be done.
Yes. What mount kit would I need?
Oh.
Which Accord transmission?
Yeah.
We have to get through this question
Depends on
first.
which Accord transmission you have.
If it's first generation, it's like a 03 to 07 Accord. You're going to use the E. He said EG, right?
EK.
EK.
So
You're going to use the EKK4 kit. If it's the 20, it's like this. The one after that, it comes in the 2008, so whatever Accord. That's going to require the EKK5. Ooh,
No.
right.
I think it should be it.
EKK5.
Okay.
Hold on. You got the? Did you finish the question?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like me to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Break
So
it.
to the No Crust Garage, $100. He said, everyone gets a shot, and can I throw a sticker on the Beat race car? Question mark. Beat project sounds amazing.
Yes. You.
I cannot drink.
These guys
Medical
cannot.
reasons.
Dude,
Medical reasons I actually can't
I
drink.
can take a shot. Yeah.
Go.
Shall I go get you
For
a shot
$100
glass?
bucks?
We'll be here for a while.
Shall I go get you a shot glass?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Someone cut that guy off.
I thought I was the lightweight.
I haven't had a drop of alcohol in like 2 years. I think I'm a lightweight.
Yeah, I switched to weed. so every SEMA it was like 2 drinks, and I'm like, I see colors everywhere.
That's funny. You get the fancy one.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Hey, that looks like it's gonna be a smaller shot too.
It is. That's a single shot. These are double shot glasses.
These are
The
dope.
problem, yeah, if you fill them all the way to the top, they're double shot.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna
Oh,
take
You
it
fill them right there with
Oh,
a
you
single
gotta-
shot.
I hate mine.
I got another one?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got to do yours. Oh. He's raring to
That
go.
stuff is
It's-
nasty.
It is nasty. I'm telling you, it's tequila next time. That's all there's to it. You know what? Go get the tequila right now.
Oh, but just take your shot.
I am, but I'll go
Okay.
get the tequila for
No,
the
I
rest
think
of
they
it.
like seeing you drink something you don't like.
I think it's a perversion. But it pays well, obviously.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So before
You know what I
get-
hate about this? That one didn't burn at all.
I told you it only matters for the first time.
I know. After the first few, you're like,
Yeah,
you
you
don't
don't
even,
care.
you cease to care about it.
So real quick, just to make
Yeah,
sure I
just
respond
like
to this
Seaman.
guy right.
But I also dribble some down the side.
Any L15 turbo motor with a manual transmission can be swapped onto the L15B7.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Speaking of the L15B7,
Yes.
I think what we're gonna do on the Fit,
Yes.
we're going to get rid of the air-to-air intercooler and go to air-to-water.
Okay.
I've talked
Or
to
it's gonna complicate it
no, well, it might, but it would, but talking to several people about it, the air-to-water intercooler can be this big, basically.
Understand this though. There's also, you still have to put your air intake in there.
No,
Okay. All right.
I totally understand, but just talking to people about, the packaging is so tight in that thing. And so we're looking for more airflow into the radiator, because we were thinking about changing the radiator to a bigger one.
Well, no, you're still gonna run air through the intercooler radiator.
Yeah, but it's gonna be half the size that it is now. Because
So so my understanding is that the heat transfer for the actual engine is very small, but the radiator for the intercooler is not that small.
It is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. You don't have to have a big one at all.
Okay.
Because the
I'm fine with that.
yeah, because I've been looking and asking people who've done it, and they said, yeah, you can go from, for example, the intercooler that's in there now is, you know,
Yes,
this
covers
long.
the entire
Exactly.
opening.
It can be this big, because it doesn't have, because the air moving through that, the heat exchanger it's called.
Heat exchanger, yeah.
The heat exchanger, that's what it is. It doesn't have to be nearly as big to transfer the amount of heat out of it.
Okay.
And so.
So the transfer of heat through water is much more efficient than the transfer of heat
10
through.
times.
Okay.
And so that way it'll free up half the opening at the bottom to get air into the radiator.
I can dig it. Let's, and that brings up another interesting thing. Now I want my CRX,
Okay.
because I could do that on that.
But where do you move the radiator to cool the water? Where do you mount
It
that?
it goes down where the intercooler used to, but it takes up less room than the intercooler.
That's for the air to water, but what about cooling the water back off?
Oh, it goes,
From the
no, that's what we said. That's
what
where it is. For cooling the water, it goes down in front of the
It goes
radiator.
in front of the
And it
radiator.
needs to be much
Oh, much
smaller than an
smaller.
intercooler.
You can use.
Oh, and then the air to water portion actually gets stuck up somewhere
Yeah,
else.
it-
Is there
It's
room
right in front
somewhere
of
else?
the, it's
in
right,
Yes,
it goes right
yes.
above the transmission.
Because what I'm doing, we're gonna use.
I
a-
apologize.
we're-
I haven't had drink and I
We're
was
gonna use a
confused.
cylinder style. You know, they have cylinder style air to water intercoolers. It's plenty big enough to support 300
So
horsepower.
you're adding another pump to a,
Yeah, a little fountain pump.
yeah.
That's
By the
all-
way, if anybody throws up another sticker, I'm getting a tequila.
So anyway.
It just sounds like one more thing to fail.
Well,
No, tequila doesn't fail.
Yeah, you're probably.
Yeah, it works
No,
100% of the time.
telling you right
you're
now.
correct in that regard.
Yeah, it sounds like one more complication.
But the problem is we've run out of room. We don't have any room to do anything in there, and so by doing this, it frees.
The problem is he wants to increase the cooling capacity, and the only way to do that is to switch over to air to water.
We can't just start cutting stuff off the front end to fit more in there.
No, there's no.
We can't just go tubular in the front end and get
No,
just
because
stack
it,
stuff
you
up.
only have, we're already up against the thing, and there's and we're up against the bodywork.
Oh, you're
really
against
no
the
room to go
bodywork,
further.
okay.
There's no room.
So we need something more efficient.
And there's not more bodywork than we cut away, more
No,
ducting and stuff
no,
to be done.
Unfortunately.
Not without making it look like ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
And it doesn't matter, if we can do it without making it look bad, then that's the choice.
Yeah.
That would be the logical choice.
Yeah. So, and I think we can actually fit the air to water intercooler under the factory air box that our friends in California put in. I
Okay.
think we can actually put where the battery used to be.
Okay, so you're gonna move the battery?
No, but they already moved the battery
Oh, where'd they put it?
up top.
Okay,
They put it back up top.
okay.
And so that area down there where we had it along the frame rail,
Got it, okay.
that could be the area
So-
where it would be.
So I believe that you should move the air box forward, and you should put the air to water intercooler behind it. And the reason is you want the air box, because then it's a straight shot to the air box. We can not use a stock air box. We could use a straight tube, a small air box, open it to the front so cool air gets into it, and then we can put the intercooler back, the air to water intercooler back near the throttle body where there's very short piping and stuff.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So, but we'll take a look at it,
Oh.
and we'll draw it out and figure out where it all
right.
fits.
So, yeah.
Because we can actually make like a couple of blocks that represent what we want to do
Put it in there.
and see how they fit in there.
Okay, but that's
Yeah.
what I think the
Okay.
easiest thing to do.
That is interesting.
To get, because we're not, we've just run out of
True.
thermal capacity and being able to move enough air through the whole system.
Yeah, you're right. We've run out of room to put what we need to put, and it's just interfering with the cooling of the engine.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Interesting. Okay, cool.
Somebody asked, and I cannot, it's one of those long names that,
Long name person.
Fixter ZC or something like that, it looks like. Yeah, we do sell individual parts. You can either email us or call us to
Yeah.
order those for any of our kits. Anything that we have, we sell individually.
Yeah, anything we have is available individually. Just email info@hasport.com, and you can buy like combinations. And I keep meaning to put this up. I haven't put it up yet. Let's say you're doing a swap in a car that's not a Honda. You can buy individual brackets and mounts to help facilitate that.
Right.
So I need to come out with a product line called universal K-swap mounts.
Yeah.
But if you have a different car, you can call us up, we'll talk to you, we'll try to help you figure out what's gonna make it easy for you to fabricate your own swap and stuff like that. So I'm sure there's not a lot of guys here on that subject, but you know, if you got a friend that's talking about, you know, swapping their Chevy Sprint or something like that,
Accent.
yeah, Hyundai Accent.
Hyundai Accent.
Yeah.
I like to call them accident because you had to have been in one to want to buy one.
They're
Yeah,
small.
but anyway,
Like you probably hit your head.
They're the old.
Hard.
They're the old Civics.
Yeah.
They weigh 1,500 pounds.
yeah, but
Or a
also there's
Celica. Put a K24 in
a Celica.
A Celica or a TC.
Celica. That's for our
First gen
Canadian
Or an old
friends.
Solara.
Or some of the,
That's for
or
Dave.
some of
who's
the,
not in the
some of the
lab.
Mazdas.
Yeah, Mazdas,
Mazdas.
Celicas.
Our friends up north.
It's like we were having this discussion the other day at work. A bunch of us were like, I was
That's
like
awful
asking a bunch
close
of the
to
guys that
Ryan.
were older than me that remember this. I'm like, has anybody seen a Geo Metro new from the dealership when they were young? Like, did anybody actually walk onto the lot and go, I want that piece of shit, and drive off in it?
Oh yeah, they did.
Or did they only get sold used?
They had to get
I-
sold new to be sold
That
used.
and Yugo.
That's not entirely true.
No, because there are still some cars that get sold years after they're dead,
Yeah,
even after the company's dead,
yeah,
as brand new.
yeah, it does happen. Yugos.
Yugo.
But it's like we had an employee buy that BMW convertible.
Yeah.
I thought they painted our dumpster red. I threw a bunch of boxes in. He got very angry.
That thing is
That's the
such-
problem. That's the problem. We have
No.
taggers in our neighborhood.
No.
So when you saw the convertible BMW, it was only natural to think, well, that's an interesting paint job on the dumpster this time.
Exactly. I was like, okay. You know,
yeah.
It's convenient though, because when it breaks down, then you just start piling shit in anyways. The roof's already gone, so it's easy to put shit in when
They
they tow
just-
it off to the junkyard. Exactly.
They need
Yeah,
it.
and
Like
Joe-
through the headlights.
I drove up the other day and Roy was sitting in it. And I was like, what's
Like-
that? What's that all about? I mean, I guess he had just driven it up. That was the first day he brought it. And it's like
What?
Roy's sitting, I'm looking at him like, what? And I said something to him.
Why are you sitting in that trash bin, dude?
I tell him this, you know what, he's like, sometimes I like to, you know, make not the, I'm like, it's okay, I get it, I like to make dumb decisions too, I have Mexican food after midnight, you buy BMW convertibles, we all make stupid decisions, mine just only lasts for 24 hours.
We remember your Miata.
We know why they're. We
But the Miata was fun.
No, let me explain something to you. That's in his, I was hanging out with Roy days.
No, that was before Roy.
Oh.
Miata was before Roy. That was when I lived a mile away from the biggest Miata parts dealer, locally.
You were hanging out with Roy.
And you still
days.
bought
No,
that?
that, I bought it
Miata?
before I hung out with Roy.
It was a beast.
I don't recall that. I
But-
just recall you trading Roy for the right-hand drive Nissan or something like that.
No, I never owned that.
Oh, okay.
I gave him the Miata for an EK. No, for my DB1.
Okay.
I gave him the Miata for my DB1. But that Miata, I
Are
got,
we rabbit holing?
Whose turn is it?
I think both of us.
to be fair,
Rabbit hole. It's
how are you guys at your shot count yet?
Carter's history. Oh yeah.
To be fair though, that Miata I got for an AR that I built for $400 back in the day. I traded him and he thought it was worth like $1,000. So I was like,
Yeah.
let's trade then.
Okay. Anyway.
All right, I'm starting to feel it.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
The schnozberries
I'll take the
taste like
score.
What about when you ran
schnozberries.
into that table over there?
Yeah. That was a long act.
Yeah, they do.
Playing the long
Yeah, I
game.
felt the table.
Yeah, I guess that's a rabbit hole.
That was a rabbit hole. All right, enough of that shit.
Enough of that Miata.
At least we got it once.
Unless they were K-swapping it, you know, then it's okay.
Then it's okay.
Yeah.
That wasn't a thing at the time, but I did get Sweet and Tiger out of that deal, so it worked
Well,
out.
I'm not talking about, you don't talk about the BMW.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It will never happen.
K24 turbo.
In a BMW? That'd be
Yeah,
fast.
but it's a convertible.
They just fix the whatever the rear subframe issue they have back there.
E36.
And then fix the missing roof that makes the
Well,
car all
yeah.
way too heavy and wobbly at the same
It
time.
doesn't have to be like a race car. It just be a
If you're gonna waste what
street car.
10 grand it takes to put a K in one of those, like
Yeah.
you might as well do a good chassis.
Will it be 10 grand?
Yeah, the kit from K Power Industries is like 6.5 on its own.
Yeah, plus motor.
We get a.
Plus motor and transmission.
Transmission.
Well, is that a manual, this car? Or is it
No,
auto?
it's an auto.
Yeah, so it'd be
Oh,
transmission
set
too.
on fire.
I said that when I saw the BMW logo.
If you guys don't stop, I'm gonna give him a shot.
No, this is Honda
Yeah,
related.
keep. That's a K24 turbo.
All right.
Yeah.
I heard him whispering about Poland the other day though after he bought it. I was getting a little worried. This BMW starting to get to him, I think.
Any other questions?
Questions? Any
Oh, plenty.
questions?
Someone is getting saucy.
My eyes are getting droopy. My voice hasn't started slurring yet, but you know, that's next.
Was that 3?
What? It is?
That was 3, wasn't
No.
it?
No,
it's
it was
been 4 or 5.
Oh.
I think that's 4.
4.
Oh yeah, we have a 6-shot.
And the boar,
Limit.
and the boar, and the beer I had beforehand.
Yeah.
Set it on fire. Exactly.
The
Nate.
boar I had beforehand.
What's the Recaro seat at the end of the table? I mean, it's a Recaro seat.
That's going in my TL. Needs upholstery though.
Yeah, it's torn on the top.
It's not torn, it's sun-baked. It's actually.
Well, I mean, there's a
I know
hole
it's
in it.
torn, but I mean, it's like, the sun is eating it up.
Is that out of a DC-5? What is that out of?
No, that's a Recaro from Recaro. Back, they gave me parts for a build for Tokyo, for,
SEMA?
no, Import Auto Salon back in 2002. Wow. Or 2003, and that was one of the seats I put in the EP3. So Sparco gave me seats for my ES2, and Recaro gave me seats for my EP3. And those ran in the EK for a long time, and now I'm gonna run them in the.
I want to say the confetti ones for a car someday when they come in. When the
Confetti
confetti Recaros that come into the importers. Those are my favorite ones.
Are those super bank though?
Yeah, like 3 and
Aren't
3.
those super rapid?
Yeah.
He's just trying to get rabbit hole.
I'm just saying, like, if I was gonna argue,
okay.
because what's the
You want to
DC?
change the subject?
What's DC5 Recars like $2,000 on their own
I don't.
Oh, they're all
nowadays?
I
Like
don't-
you
I
might as
don't
well.
know.
I actually think the Recaros from the Accord Euro would fit in that car.
They're super tiny though. They're uncomfortable for anybody that's over about 5'10".
Okay.
I've sat in
I'm
them.
not.
I've sat in them
Oh,
before.
I'm only 5'10".
There you go. But yeah, we had the same waistline, and they were not comfortable for me when I sat in Jamie's.
I like the squeeze. You said
They were
Davis?
about this. They were like driving
What
in.
was it? Was it in his which car?
He had that right hand drive kit section.
Oh, I never.
He had that Cordio R. It was like a cut clip.
Questions?
I don't think so. It was Honda related. Is it really
Honda.
rabbit hole?
They really want to see somebody get slizzard.
I would consider rabbit hole more like my stories of when I was in the Air Force and stuff like that.
Let's see. Oh, any chance of L15 B7 mounts for older models? EF, EG, Element, DAs. We already have them.
We have them for
EGs
EG, and we have them for DC2, and we have them
and
for EK.
EK.
The EF, I don't think it'll fit, but I will.
It won't fit the EF. You tried.
We tried it. Didn't we do a video on that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We also tried to fit in an AF and didn't fit in
Didn't
that
fit
either.
there.
Definitely didn't. Yeah.
Should we just repost all the videos? Just post it as a new thing with a new thumbnail.
we
Be
should.
like, hey, we're gonna try out this crazy new swap.
We should do one called L15 Tech, and you should take everything we ever tried it in and put it up there. Yeah. Because those people like that long ass video stuff.
Yeah.
we did.
Oh, yeah. But that one was like 5 years worth of videos in one video, so you really got to see because it was only from the cheapest K swap you could do to that
Yeah.
Frankenstein engine we have in there now.
Yep.
Frankenstein.
Yeah. RDX
That's
heads
right,
with
Frankenstein.
It was 23.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Let's see.
All right. Here's
My name
Um,
is Frankenstein. Oh, sorry. That's a rabbit hole.
Well, okay, we were gonna get, okay, so I can't pronounce his name. The gentleman from Brazil is asking me, where can I find the harness to use the manual transmission of the L15 B7 engine in a 1995 Civic?
You want to use the.
Or should I ask someone to do it based on?
No, you buy a harness for the Civic EX 5-speed, the SI, the whatever. So
Can I get a typeable answer on this?
Yeah.
you get a factory harness for a manual transmission L15 B7.
Okay. Is there anybody that built? He's also asking, should I ask someone to do it based on programmable injection? Question mark.
So
Who builds harnesses?
So who builds harnesses? Right at this moment, the only person that's building an adapter harness for the engine, you're going to use a stock harness. An adapter harness, you need to talk to Divergent Concepts. Bryant at Divergent Concepts. You can find him on Instagram.
Diversified concepts.
Divergent Concepts.
Because like some concepts go like this, but his go like there.
Yeah, I mean, he did put a K in a Kia for some godforsaken reason.
To make it better.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just throw away the Kia and it would have made it better.
Well,
No, would have made your life better, not the Kia.
I don't know. It could have got recycled into something useful.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
He upcycled it.
I'm pretty certain Honda won't allow Kia metal in their car. I'm just kidding. All right, more questions?
So I need to. So okay, let me.
Divergent Concepts can build a harness.
Yep. He would build your adapter harness.
Let's see. I bought an EK4 for my swap thing. Got a deal on a K23Z trans. I thought I was going to rebuy the EK2 mount. Asked for customer service. Swapped it out for the trans mount. No additional. Everyone service. Okay, so that's not a question. My
Thank
bad.
you very much, appreciate that.
But I've had 4 shots now.
But
4 shots in 30
you're
minutes.
welcome.
Oh yeah.
40 minutes. 45 minutes. Because
Oh,
what's his name was on it.
I forgot about
First
you.
couple minutes.
Yeah, Eli was right on.
Eli was on it.
Yeah.
Oh, I meant Chris Wong's question. Hi, question. What's the best head to place on the K20A2 block? Would it be a K20Z3 or what else?
What's K20A2?
Would I do? Yeah, I would just do an
The
A2 head on it.
K20A2 head's fine. If
I
you're
would
gonna
change
have
that
it ported,
into-
the head you want is the CRV head and VTEC killer. But for stock heads, the K20A2 head looks just fine. The thing about the
Maybe he just has
the
a
thing about
block
the
that doesn't have a head.
K24A2 head, which is or the
TSX.
K20Z3 head, that allows you to put on the the RBC manifold without modifying it,
Mhm.
which is nice. But
Yeah, so if you
They all
have a
flow.
block but no head,
yeah,
then go for like a Z3.
yeah, I mean, the cheapest option is gonna be
The TSX.
find the TSX head. The next option, same head, is gonna be the K20Z3 head.
So that's
So-
the one with a single port.
No,
No,
the
That's like
Z, the
8
K24Zs, only K24Zs have the single port.
Oh,
Yeah,
exhaust port.
exhaust port,
Oh,
single exhaust port.
okay.
Single exhaust port.
Yeah.
Single exhaust.
And another thing, let me
Yeah.
tell you about single exhaust ports.
Jesus, guys, we can only make it for 12 more minutes.
I know,
Keep it together,
okay.
or else Hasty and I are gonna
Oh,
be
man, we
answering
just got-
questions.
I did find, well, I
We
did,
just got,
You can just interpret.
yeah. I did find out about the 11th gen L15 engines.
Yeah,
They're all like the Accord.
yeah,
They're all
with
like
the dual
dual
scroll.
scroll.
Yep,
Yeah, that they, so the turbochargers and stuff from the 10th gen won't fit those heads, just like they wouldn't fit on the Accord head.
right.
So,
I actually have one of those motors.
yeah,
I bought one, put in our car, but I haven't done it yet.
no. Yeah, I got a hold of RV6 about, you know, they upgraded their turbos.
Yep.
You know, when I got 2 years ago from them, I got like the first one that they came out with, but
Mhm.
we haven't done anything with it yet.
Right.
So I emailed them asking the other day, because I want to change where the outlet is on the turbo, rather than
Mhm.
being on that, both inlet and outlet on that same side, I want
Mhm.
it to come down. And so he said he was gonna check and see if he can swap the new 11th gen onto the 10th gen cartridge,
Cartridge.
and thing. He said he'd
Interesting.
give it a shot, see if
Okay.
it'll work. See if
Cool.
it does, you know.
Tiger Doll, I think, is going to the liquor store to get tequila to do shots when we do shots.
Who is?
Tiger Doll.
Good job.
Grant and Albert.
Yeah, because tequila's much better. By the way, if we had
Midtown
tequila,
Junior
I'd
High.
be asking people to do it.
Yeah, I think he's the one that we just sent that signed T-shirt with the kit to.
Oh, wow.
I'm pretty sure that's him.
Oh,
So
Very good.
you guys, I saw somebody commented earlier, and I lost the comments, but I'm pretty sure that was him. So thanks for asking for it. All the
Appreciate it.
people had fun signing it on. So
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
our guys love being recognized, rather than just having to watch you get recognized while we stand in the shadows, working, toiling away.
Toiling away.
Toiling.
Toiling.
Yeah. You do,
I don't mind.
You do a lot of toiling.
I am a tough boss, aren't I?
I don't see you most days for most of the day.
Yeah,
I'll be your tough boss for you.
says the guy
Oh,
with the same name.
Yeah.
Hi, Junior. Yeah, that was him.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
I signed your mount and it got jacked up.
Didn't you
so-
re-sign it though?
Yeah, I did, but it was still all jacked up because
Well, you're not as
Why
important.
didn't you
Because-
tell me?
we tried to wipe it off and it didn't wipe off, remember?
I didn't watch the
Because
final result.
Mr. On the Ball went and grabbed it right there with his thumb, and tried to go pack it up right
I
away.
had a conversation with him about that, about using common sense before doing it.
And then he just threw it back on the dang table like, ugh.
It looks good, fine still. It's just
But I went over it, and besides, the important one's Brian anyway. I just do all the videos. Everything you've ever seen.
Everything you've ever
The
seen.
only reason you know Brian.
Yep. Unless you've seen the 40 magazine article
Yeah,
before that.
exactly.
Everybody's too young. Honda tuning stopped in like 2015 or 2014.
Yeah.
Good
So,
lord, it's only gonna be 10 years
Wow.
in 2024.
Yeah.
It's on the tuning
Since
magazine.
Honda tuning went.
You have 25 years for house.
But I was in Super Street. after
Yes.
that, so.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah, that was when Super Street went downhill.
No, Super Street.
Never was uphill.
Super Street was great for what it was. Like, it covered the scene.
It
wasn't
was
technical.
it
but
was a scene.
Yeah.
But you
for
know,
sure.
like.
But
the
their
scene-
articles were kind of painful to read.
Yeah, depends
like-
on who wrote it.
Depending on
Some
who
they had
wrote
some
it.
good writers.
Yeah, there were some good ones in there. But like, I just remember never really, I've never liked magazines, so I don't understand the point.
Yeah, you killed magazines.
Yeah.
They
Your
were
generation.
We
outdated.
can't have nothing nice. But I
Okay,
go-
sorry, dinosaur.
I can go to the store and
Boomer.
see like 15,
Except he's not a
15 magazines about Princess Di, but I can't get a Honda magazine. Princess Di died like what?
1996.
Yeah.
We can blame bored housewives for that one though.
Yeah.
Oh, why don't
they
more
were-
housewives
yeah,
like
the
Hondas?
the EM1 didn't come out till 99. What the hell's up with that?
Yeah.
More housewives cared about swaps.
It died. Yeah, the EM1 died in 2000. And that was a much bigger tragedy.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, you
I
saw the
think-
EP3,
I think she would have.
Top Gear.
Di would have. You know.
She was no longer the princess.
Well, she was still her royal
Be
highness.
careful, you're getting very dangerously close to another shot.
You want to go back to Mims?
Yeah.
I'm not worried. I can take the heat.
Yeah, I had the subscription
And as
to
an American,
Super
we can
Street
take the
for-
British, so.
You sure? They have some stout lads up north.
We like their top hat, they're kind of cool.
They're monocles.
Aren't Monocles German?
Whatever.
I don't know.
I know, Colonel Klink.
Isn't the whole place? Isn't Europe like one country?
I think it's like one union.
All right, stop it.
Well, except for the UK.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's not Europe though. It's its own island.
They got 2 copies of the Max Boost book, still unopened. You know, we should give away those coloring books.
We have Max Boots coloring books. Yeah, we should do that.
It's just that YouTube is funny and Instagram are funny about giveaways and stuff. We could maybe just be rebels and just be like,
Yeah.
You don't like
Or
giving-
just
you don't like giving
choose a
away stuff?
date portion that we're gonna give away by t-shirt orders will end up in somebody's t-shirt order.
oh, then we gotta change the box for the shipping and
Oh, poor thing.
now we're upside down on our t-shirt because of the shipping.
Wow.
But I
Let's
think
see.
you'll make money back by driving
No
a
love
t-shirt
for the
sale.
H series. The H series is great. It's just now it's super expensive and pretty niche.
And obsolete in a lot of ways.
What are we talking? H series. H.
Yeah.
By the way,
Oh,
I
it's because
had
we went to Australia. It's H series.
Is it Z there too, or is that just
Z
in Britain?
Z
no,
H.
no, it's H. Z is a Z.
No,
Yeah.
I know. I'm asking
kidding,
you. I can tell you've been drinking.
How many has this guy had?
So let's talk about the H series for a second. We actually have a nice one that's got fairly low mileage sitting at work. It came out of my red CRX, which was on
Oh
the
yeah,
cover
the pink,
of
was that
on
the
the,
pink one?
which was on the cover of Sport Compact Car Budget Builds, which then was in the first half of the Pinks episode where we drag race against the bug. It's actually sitting. I have it sitting in my shop. My personal little stash is back there. We were going to put it in a DA, but it didn't fit very well.
Couldn't put power steering with it.
Couldn't put power steering with it. That's what it was.
And then it just became one of those things where with the cost of case swap, the H has become obsolete.
Yeah,
Between-
it made it difficult. But I would like to put it in something. I can't remember what I wanted to put
Like
it
a
in.
museum?
The
I think
bin?
I want to put it in the bin.
Hey, at least mine was nice. I said museum.
Throw it into Roy's BMW when he's
What
not
was-
looking.
Just
Throw
like
it
in
in
the
the
backseat.
What was the issue with the H that it didn't catch on like the B series?
Didn't
Too
come in a
too
lot of things.
few.
Yeah, it only came in a
Too
few.
few. The transmission was basically, nobody really made gears for it because of the number of
Okay.
them out there.
Right.
They did do H2Bs, and those were actually much more popular than just straight H's.
So
I
H engine on a B transmission.
Right.
Okay.
But then you ended up leaning your engine.
something
where-
Well, they, instead of leaning it backwards at 10 degrees or 15 degrees, they leaned it forward to 10 degrees,
Oh.
and then that caused the oil pan to look like a snowplow.
Oh, I had a friend that had an H2B DA,
Uh-huh.
and he just broke oil pans like crazy.
Yeah, because
And you also had those stupid hood risers.
there was exactly. There was a oil pan made for that had the front cut properly in order to do that, but your oil pickup was at an angle and stuff like that. Actually, I have one of those oil pans too.
Of course you do.
So it just wasn't because it only came in the Preludes.
Yeah, because there just wasn't that many numbers.
Okay.
You know, the numbers were pretty small. And then the other problem was you couldn't really rebuild them because of the nickel-plated sleeves.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
you
So, like,
once
if you
they're
wanted to go
once they're worn
boost-
out, they're worn out.
You
Like
couldn't.
if you wanted to go big boost and stuff.
You had to sleeve
You
it.
had
Yeah.
to sleeve them. Which
Yeah.
is what I expected. So,
Yeah.
so what kind of horsepower did they get back in the day with those things? Turbos with sleeves and all that stuff.
And they could get decent horsepower, but the transmissions wouldn't take it
Oh,
after a
okay.
certain point. Because nobody's really making stuff for it. There were some guys that were running H's very, very fast, and they were running them with B series transmissions on H2B setups.
Okay.
There's some drag guys that were doing
Does
that.
anybody still run H2B that's relevant in drag racing?
No, everybody's B series or K.
Yeah, I think everybody's B series okay.
Hmm.
I don't think, yeah.
How long-
Kaizen Speed used to do a bunch of stuff for the H2B.
I think they.
I'm not really sure.
They probably
Since they
done it.
developed their really cool PDMs, I don't think they're really doing.
Should we
any
talk
K-
about
K
H to
series
D
stuff.
also? We made that for a while for
We,
ES.
we made H to D for BC as a Rioja, BC Moto. He had, it was originally an
Yeah.
F to D, and then he also did H to D because it was same bolt pattern. So, yeah, I have one of those as well.
Did people make?
I have one of those
Did people make
high def.
gears for the D series that would hold up?
Not really. I think there might have been something available for it, but it wasn't, not like the B series and now the K series.
Right.
That's one of the reasons the B series have been such a hugely popular. Another shot?
No,
Oh,
no.
thank God. The B series, what the hell were we talking about? B series transmissions?
Yes.
All right, the B, yeah,
H series using a D series
yeah,
transmission.
yeah. So neither of those were ever like the B series. The B series stuff just took off.
Right.
In fact, the B series stuff was hugely popular with the boosted guys for a long time, and now the K is starting to
Right.
kind of catch up with it.
Now that they finally can build the transmissions to take the power.
For the Ks.
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
gas.
Because they were not as durable as the B series.
No, because
with the gears.
because they were 6-speed, so they're too
The
long.
gears were thinner or something.
Well, the shafts are longer.
Okay, so
So the
sheet-
shaft bow
Oh,
and
okay,
yeah,
right. But now they've got all that figured out
more or
for the
less.
most part.
They well, not that they figured out. Now they've got stuff that's much stronger.
That's
Let's
what
say,
I mean.
let's say that.
Yeah, they've come up
We're
with.
talking about drag guys.
Yeah,
They've just gotten really fast at changing transmissions.
that's another thing they do really well.
and
But yeah,
those-
they have billet cases that are much more sturdy.
Like my complaint is people like that think that there's unlimited supply, so they just blow them up. They did the same thing with the D series a few years ago. They finally hit the point where the price started going back up because people are throwing them away.
Yeah, people were throwing them away. They weren't blowing up. They were just tossing.
Well, no, they were, but a lot of people were blowing up the ones that you want, air quotes one. I don't know why you want any D series, but you want it
be
and start
different,
driving
yeah.
the prices back up because people are just going. It's B20s.
Yeah, I think that
People blow B20s
yeah,
all day
but
long.
there's okay. So let's. In all reality, there's just a finite supply of this.
Yeah.
So once it's out of production for a certain amount of time, that's going to happen. That's just the way it is because every engine that's in a car running is
Yeah.
just getting more and more mileage, and every engine that is swapped for
Yeah.
something else, they toss it.
Yeah.
You know, that was just the way it was, you know, forever. So people just core those things out basically. So
Oh yeah, I remember throwing D series parts in for core charges on K series from junkyards and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Let's see, Goofy Built Shane still runs a H series.
Okay. That's
Tina
goofy.
Sam said ran 8s.
Yeah. He's probably HGV, I'm guessing.
Probably. Somebody asked about a G23.
Talking about the inline,
No, it's the
No,
H
doing
with the
the-
F, like F heads on H blocks or something weird.
Or is
like
it
that.
the F blocks with the H heads?
Yeah, I think so.
isn't there an actual G engine from Honda? Isn't that the
No,
five-cylinder?
but it's a swap they're talking about.
Okay.
It's an H23 with a,
No,
or F23
No, we have
with
not.
H.
FGH, so it's F 2.3 liter crankshaft and rods in an H series block.
Or at
Is that
least
what we're
head.
talking about?
Sorry.
maybe.
Or at least a head. It's an F and an H combined
Okay.
to
When an
make
H and an F fall in love, and they make a baby, they make
Why
a G
would they
series.
fall in love? Well, you know, here's the deal. There is an F dual red cam motor
Yeah.
and an H
Yeah,
dual
yeah.
red cam motor. I think it's more of a jealousy thing.
Well, I think, they have so much in common, but they both have dual overhead cams, like, both are not
Kind
super
of classic
popular.
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah,
I
like,
mean-
they're not super popular with everybody else,
All right,
they
got it.
kind of brings them together.
Got it, understand. So basically, I remember you were able to take the F23 crank and rods and put them in an H series, you can get more stroke, basically. Because the F series rod was slightly shorter, and it would basically just go on the H22 block, because that was longer. And I think the H23 worked the same way.
Does 803 by the way?
Yes, Steph Papadakis did run an H series in his hatchback.
Yes, you did. And that was because that was the big block, and there was no K back then.
Exactly.
So
And was it longitudinally mounted?
longitudinally mounted?
Longitudinally?
Longitudinally, yeah.
That's the only way I can remember which way that is.
Well, transverse is the natural order.
Natural.
And a front wheel drive car.
I mean, the horse did start in front of the buggy, not behind.
Okay, so the G series engine is in fact
Front wheel drive.
the frickin' inline 5.
Oh,
Damn it.
from the,
Yeah, but that's,
From the
but I'm not gonna, people calling a cross between an F and a H, a G is wrong.
Yeah.
Cute.
So, it's
So
cute,
sweet.
yeah.
It's freaking
It's
sweet.
clever and incorrect.
It's like people calling modern hybrids hybrids, even though that was when you were putting other engines into Hondas.
Yeah.
That's a real hybrid.
A hybrid is when you put an Acura motor in your Honda.
I want to get a.
Unless you're in Japan, then you're putting a Honda motor in your Honda. Which would be a hybrid. What would that be?
They
It's an
did,
engine swap.
they did import an Acura engine.
Yeah. Put it in, yeah, no.
Dude, this guy I know, he's got a real Mugen RR,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes when he just feels like it, he'll just run USDM taillights and trunk and everything on his real Mugen RR.
Is he in Japan?
Yeah,
I know that. I know USDM's a thing in Japan.
yeah.
So,
And it's so hilarious because to people over here, they're like, "What are you doing? That's the holy grail. Like that's the
Yeah.
top of the top. It's not just the Type R. It's not just a Mugen R. It's a Mugen RR." And they'll be like, "What are you
I really need to find a friend in Japan. Be like, hey, I'll trade you some USDM pieces or some JDM pieces. We'll just pay for shipping across the pond, or the
That's ocean.
divide.
Pond the other side.
Godzilla's lair.
We could just say, hey, throw it in
absolutely.
Matt from ICB's
Thing.
He's
Thing.
a container.
Container.
is coming this way.
Hitchhike.
I don't think Matt would let, Matt would, yeah. I don't think
Yeah,
Yeah, he doesn't have enough space
It's
anyways
just a
before
deck
he
lid.
packs them.
It's just a deck lid.
They're not leaving an inch. They're making everything they can. But DHL it.
Any more questions?
Let's see.
My voice gets weirder and weirder.
Me too.
You
Yeah.
get weirder and weirder.
Is my voice
My
getting
voice.
weird?
Well, you're,
No, you guys are
Occasionally.
I'm just getting more hilarious.
yeah.
So,
Or so you think?
So
we're
you
getting
guys
more
think?
hilarious. You
Yeah.
guys are getting.
You guys are not.
We're just getting more annoyed.
Yeah, that's right.
What's with these-
Exactly.
What's with these nerds?
So annoyed.
Let's see. Yeah, people are.
Ask
Ever
questions
wanted
you
to see a 41-year-old get giddy? Give away the Max Boost coloring book. Tuna No Crust Garage.
did? Nice.
Dude, good thing Tuner No Cross Garage didn't break up his $100, or we'd be
Dude,
super
we'd be
sauced.
toast.
We'd be sauced.
We'd be sauced. Thank you for that vintage.
You're welcome.
Legends.
I've been watching a lot of MASH lately, so
Yeah,
Man,
it's good.
yeah, one of the best TV shows ever.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my god, that song.
Actually, probably the best TV show.
that song makes me so depressed. I can't even deal with that show.
That it does. It is a depressing show.
Oh,
There's
is
certain episodes
isn't
you're
the
just like
song,
going,
the title like something like "Suicide is Easy"
Oh
or
yeah,
something like
suicide
that?
is painless.
It's painful.
Suicide Panels. Yeah.
When I was a little kid, that was on in syndication, and then it would come on, and I'd be like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
I didn't even know for a couple of years later that
You
that's
know,
what the name of the
like
song.
people from my generation can watch Friends, like it's just in the background, and I can do that with MASH. Like MASH is I can always watch it no matter how many times I've seen the episode.
I like the individual parts of MASH, but I can never just watch a MASH episode.
Oh, I watch it all the way. I can sit there and just watch MASH while I'm reloading and stuff.
The live chat thumbnail is awesome.
Rabbit hole.
Oh.
You get in the live stream with that, so we don't run down another.
So let's see if we can solve that questions.
I didn't see a lot more questions of recent.
By the way, sticker. We take a shot. Well, one of us does.
Oh wait, I only have one more shot left.
One more shot. That's what, 6
think
is
it
the
was
limit.
Yeah, 6
That was
is the
number
limit.
5. So we take 2 more donations towards our beat.
Tiger Doll, did you do your tequila? He said.
Yeah.
They said salute. All right, Tuno Press Garage. Nice. Let's see. Should I head swap my K24 Z7 or boost it?
Well, I would boost it, honestly. I think boosting would be fun.
8
I
pounds.
want to boost your EK.
8 pounds, 400 horsepower.
8 pounds, 400 horsepower.
And I wanted to build an all motor.
I know, you can do
I
that.
want something from Piston.
No, I'll let you
Full
do that.
piston.
I'm going to go ahead and boost the CRZ. I'll put a K24Z in the CRZ and boost it.
I'll be honest with you, I love my SI, and that turbo lag is enough to annoy me, and I can't imagine a real turbo.
Wait, you're what?
He has an SI, a
There's
28.
no boost lag in those cars.
You can feel it. You step on the throttle, there is a split compared to my supercharged
No, so let me
Integra.
explain something to you. He's coming off like 1500 RPM.
Oh, okay.
No, no, even like 3. No, I'm not because I get horrendous gas mileage. I'm always up in the RPM. Even at 3,000, when you roll into it,
You can
You can-
feel the boost lag?
yes.
Yeah.
For a
Compared,
split second.
yes, for a split second you can. Compared to my Integra with the blower,
Well, yeah.
you
but-
can feel
You're
it.
absolutely right. The blower is
And I'm
like
telling you,
instant
that is
damage.
enough to annoy me.
Okay, okay.
Because I'm just like compressing
All
it,
right.
come on, and then it goes.
All right.
Just do it earlier.
That's what I do now.
Yeah.
Or that, or I just go down another gear.
Here's the
before.
deal. The deal is you're like, I'm going to want to accelerate here in about 3 seconds. You just pound it.
Oh yeah.
So that way, 3 seconds later, you got it.
No, that's what I started doing. I'm just
All right.
saying that I
It
just,
doesn't take 3 seconds.
I would,
Yeah, but
no,
I'm
it
making
doesn't.
a joke.
Yeah.
It annoys me. It's not
It
instantaneous.
can-
It's not
Yeah,
one to
you're
one.
right. It is not like a supercharger.
Yeah.
Now, granted, that is a
It's
bonus.
not. I'm sorry. It's not like a Roots or blower. It's not like that.
Yeah, it's on blower.
Yeah, it's not a blower. It is not.
It does need
instantaneous.
a tune though that would probably help it a lot.
No. So you haven't tuned it?
No, I keep bothering him. We haven't
Oh.
gotten a chance to
Yeah,
put
because
the
there's no
flash.
boost lag in the fit.
It weighs like
it
this
just
much.
Well,
smacks you in the back of the head.
Yeah, that's what it does,
hat
yeah.
chapter
Yeah,
was
lights up
tuned.
the tires.
It'll be interesting. Tomorrow, I'm going to drive the new 2015 fit with the L15.
Lord willing.
Yeah.
No, it's done.
Oh.
They finished the exhaust.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Thank God.
It wasn't even
No.
that loud. It didn't need an exhaust.
So you got
Dude, it was open header.
you got all the
It was,
It was
and
dump
then
tube.
there was nothing there for the shifter. It was all the noise was coming in through that.
Oh, those were the
So,
dead
it was
inside.
horrible.
So you got all the
Oh boy, wait,
wiring,
what?
Put exhaust.
wiring off.
Oh,
I put it in-
shit.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Laura!
Oh, Laura did it.
What did she do?
She dropped $19.99
Ah.
99.99.
or $99.99.
99.99. Does she know we're gonna buy a beat with that money?
Hey, she approves.
Ah.
Do you want me to put her in timeout? I'm an admin.
Yeah, you're gonna go back to the house.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go through the
No,
garage.
she'll lock the door on me. Thank you, dear. Thank you so much. I love you.
She's the best. Laura. Here's to you, Laura.
She just wanted it to end.
That just tastes like water now.
I know, isn't that funny?
All right,
1 second.
that's 6.
I have the garbage can over there if you need it.
Nah. This is way less drinking than we did that night at SEMA.
In SEMA? Yeah.
Oh, I
way
missed
less.
the shirt thing today. Dang it. What happened?
You sure?
We had the house sports all yesterday, but I didn't get the VTEC. I wore that.
You didn't
on,
get the VTEC
I wore
yet?
that on
You wore this
Tuesday,
on, yeah.
but I have like 5 of those, so I can wear one every day of the week if I really want.
Yeah. Do you have any of these VTEC Academy shirts?
Yeah, he does.
Two of
Okay.
them.
Right.
But I didn't make it home.
I
No,
know he's
that's
got a
fine.
gray one. I don't know. Do you have a black one?
You were golfing.
I have a black one. I
You were
have a
goofing.
gray one. Yeah.
How'd you golf today? We can do rabbit holes now because we're not drinking anymore.
Well,
Yeah, that was shot number 6.
So that's shot number 5.
front 9 wasn't too
6.
good. Back 9 was only 5 over, so that's
9.
That's pretty good.
Was he?
Any birdies?
Uh,
5.
There were a few off in the distance.
Usually it's a birdie.
Sure, they were
There were a
everywhere.
few off in the distance.
no birdies, but
Alright.
but I chipped in a couple.
Nice.
One from the bunker actually. Was kind of
That's always nice.
yeah. Yeah, the kid we were playing with, he's only been playing golf for a year.
And he's at a 1.2.
He's a
handicap.
1 handicap.
Cactus cooler.
I used to have a trick for shots from the bunker as long as my buddies were on the other side of the green. Is if you had the ball in your hand just right and you swung through it, you just kind of, you just had to hit the sand though, so toss it up. You just toss it with your hand as the club went through.
Okay.
He learned that from Trump.
What?
No, I didn't. This
No,
was
I'm
high
kidding.
school.
Wait a minute. What,
Yeah.
you did what?
He would put the ball in
You
his
would grab
hand.
your secondary ball.
Yeah.
Your second ball you always had in your pocket.
Cactus
You
cooler is a
smack the
soft
sand
drink.
and just kind of on your fall through,
And
you
you
just let
just
the
let
ball
the ball
go.
go.
You were way more accurate than him with the club in the sand.
So let me tell you, I was, this is a rabbit hole, but we're not drinking, so it's fine. I was at Gold Canyon Ranch, and have you golfed there?
Yeah.
The elevation changes are crazy.
Yeah.
I'm down in this gully that had to be a good 10, 12 feet below the green.
Yeah.
And
At
my,
Walmart's?
my golf ball was suspended in a tumbleweed about a foot off the ground.
Okay.
And I'm like going, cool. So I choke up on the club and I whack that puppy and all these sticks are flying out and the golf ball comes flying out and lands on it and dribbles within a couple inches of the pole. And the guys I'm playing with all came running up to the edge and saying, what'd you do? You know, I'm like going, it was in a tumbleweed. And they're like going, that was the craziest thing we ever saw. Because they just saw these sticks go
Sticks fly up. Yeah.
flying up and the golf ball come out and almost go in the hole.
And then you're like,
I know.
Yeah, right.
buy me a drink?
Yeah. But yeah, that was back in my golf playing days.
I just got accused of deliberately rigging this for rabbit holes.
Yeah, but we already hit our
We already hit our limit, so
our,
we're good.
our six shot limit.
Yeah,
Unless somebody else drops $100 right now.
we're gonna get that heat.
We're gonna get
We're
the
gonna
damn
get
beat.
that heat.
Yeah.
We're gonna,
We got the beat.
we got
Wait, we get. Let's sing a song when we get it.
By the,
Oh,
by
maybe-
the Go-Go's?
maybe-
Yeah, by the Go-Go's.
I'm gonna
maybe
see
we can
that.
get Moog to produce a track.
Yeah.
That's right.
Meet one
Oh, yeah.
famous person.
Let's see.
What? You want famous person? Drop a name.
Tuna No Cross Garage says that they need a ticket to SEMA. They'll pay.
We're not going to. I'm not going to SEMA.
I'm not going this year either.
Yeah, I'm going to PRI.
Unless I can get some friggin' meetings, I'm not registered for SEMA this year.
Yeah.
I went last year.
I will.
Don't make me pull my wallet out.
What?
And when I said, we'll do one more if somebody drops 100.
Oh no.
And they're like, I wish I had $100 to spare. Don't make me pull my wallet out.
Yeah, don't.
No one's gonna do it anyway.
Yeah. Next
How
time.
much is the beat? How close?
This
are
will be
you?
a regular thing now, every other week.
We don't know.
Although
We need to
tequila
go
next
add
time.
up.
Frickin' tequila.
Oh
next
yeah,
time.
we just need to add up our beat fund, but
Yeah, let's add it up.
We'll let you
add
know
up.
in 2 weeks.
because
let's know
also
next time we're out here.
we also have an inside line on a possible hookup on a beat, which means this would go towards
The beat
Modification.
modification. fund.
modifications and or the shipping.
The shipping, yeah, because it is in Japan.
Yes.
It is?
That's where they come from.
That's where it is.
Oh,
The one I'm looking at
Oh,
is
I-
in Japan.
I thought it was somewhere else.
There's a video of it.
Oh,
I'm not gonna tell anybody what it
okay.
All right. Yeah. Moving
is
on.
until we get it.
Yeah.
We can't tell you.
No.
Oh, Tina across is saying they need to get registered and start an LLC or TNCG for SEMA next ER. Sounds like he's been
Whoa.
drinking. Smells like he's been drinking.
Oh, Tuna's been,
It smells like he's been drinking.
Yeah. And it smells like you two have been drinking.
yes, it's in Japan.
I'm sure. I just burped.
Hold on, let me
I'm sure it smells like vodka.
Dude, it was only water.
let me get my lighter for you.
By the
Yeah,
end, it just
no.
tastes like water. That's the
It'd be
problem. That
highly
was the problem
flammable.
at SEMA.
Yeah.
We stole the bottle off the executive's table. Do you remember that? Or
Executive.
do you remember that?
Executive for what executive? What are the executive of?
It was executive of a
Executive.
certain car company.
They're making enough poor decision. I'm assuming we know what car company we're talking about. That it was worth failing the bottle because they need to be punished anyways.
Because they were being
Gone.
entertained elsewhere.
Yep.
They just snatched their bottle of, was it Grey Goose or Belvedere?
Belvedere.
Because the bottle service lady was not coming around quick enough.
Well, they didn't deserve it anyways. They've made a lot of poor choices lately as executive.
Yeah, that was like 2015.
Oh, then they made a lot of
No,
poor
because
choices.
in 2017 they brought out the Type R Turbo.
Yeah, 2 years. Maybe you guys convinced them to. You should let
Yeah,
them know.
you're welcome.
Did you leave a
America,
note?
Or World?
No, America. The rest of the world got the Type R already.
Yeah, but because it kicked ass in the world, they brought FK8 to the US. So it's kind of like we made it happen.
We made it happen.
All right.
So true. We're gonna call it a night.
I was gonna call it an evening, but
Yeah.
if you want.
Let's call it. a
Yeah,
night.
earlier would have been evening.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us for this
Early for me.
interesting and entertaining
Entertaining evening.
evening.
For VTEC
Uh,
Academy.
This will be a tequila next time.
Almond
Wait, how much do we have left? Oh, we're only halfway through the bottle.
almond
God.
tequila.
Woof.
Yeah.
All right.
We are not going to get a Smirnoff.
Bye now.
Like,
Uh,
subscribe, share.
Yeah, share our latest videos even
And-
if you think they suck.
Don't drink and drive.
That's
Just
right.
like us.
We're just going to go right into the house.
Yeah.
So